Hey everyone, Decent Eddie here. It's Monday, April 28, 2025. Since January 8th, I'm at 81% of my confident picks, going 199 to 48, and 69% on all NBA games, going 459 to 203. In the postseason, I'm 90% of my confident picks and 72% on all postseason games, going 28 and 10. I post my picks hours before tip-off to give you time to do your own research. My goal is to help beginners and those people who've had some bad luck make more informed picks. My NBA data set focuses on moneyline picks. While my commentary can help with other types of wagers, the data that I use isn't optimized for any of that. It's just optimized for money lines. And I know money lines sometimes can seem a little bit boring, and sometimes they offer lower returns. But in my opinion, it's better to bet $100 to likely get back your 100 plus another 25 or 30 than it is to risk $100 for nothing, especially if you're new or you're struggling. We only have a couple of games tonight, so let's go ahead and dive into them. Be sure to do your part and read at least one matchup report before placing any bets on these games. Don't take what I say or what anyone else says on faith alone. Cavaliers versus Heat. The Cavaliers get a decent Eddie confident pick with a 8.966 differential between these two teams. In my data, it's giving them about a 75% chance for the Cavaliers to win. The books are in the negative 420 range on the money line, which is an implied 80% win for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are favorites by 8.5 points. They've got the best record against the spread on the road of any team. So if you're an against the spread type of person, you'll probably want to consider that. Heat aren't a bad team. It's only that they're facing another team in the Cavaliers who are objectively stronger at everything than they are. Miracles can happen, but Cavaliers definitely want to close this series out, and I'm pretty sure Heat just doesn't have the power to stop them. I'm going to stay with my data on the money line, and I would say probably will take the 8.5 points for the Cavaliers as well. So moving on, it's Rockets versus Warriors. I watched this last game of theirs at a bar with a buddy of mine. They had taken Rockets. He took the loss very well. It's a danger pick for the Warriors with a 1.434 differential, and that's a 56% chance for the Warriors winning on this one by my data. The books have the money line at a negative 176 for the Warriors. That's an implied win probability of 63%. The books say 63. I say 56. That's still, for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler was missing for the Warriors, but the Warriors were unfazed, even with the Rockets doing everything they could to slow down Curry. Curry was also unfazed, by the way. Warriors are at home. They're carrying all the momentum. Rockets may have a deeper team, and they may have the energy that goes along with being younger, but man, it's hard to beat a superstar who's complemented with an excellent supporting cast at home. So you may want to consider the plus 3.5 points that I'm seeing for the Rockets. I don't know. It's probably going to be another defensive battle. You may consider the under at 202.5. The odds are about the same on everything for the game, so I don't really know what you benefit from doing that. So I'm going to stay with my data on the money line and pick Warriors and just leave it at that. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Quick recap. Decent Eddie confident moneyline picks. That's Cavaliers. Suboptimal moneyline picks. We don't have any. And danger moneyline picks. We've got Warriors. For parlays. You may consider taking Cavaliers on the money line and add in another leg at in between negative 400 and negative 450 American odds. If you do that, your win probability is around 59 to 61% there, depending on where you go. If you want to add a third leg in that same range, negative 400 to negative 450, your win probability drops to 48 to 50% range. Just for the point of illustrating my point, using what we've already talked about, if you do Cavaliers on the money line and take the under on the Rockets versus Warriors game, that win probability drops to 38%. So, see how quickly that probability drops if you do that. That's why I recommend staying in between negative 400 and a negative 450. And remember that I never recommend more than a 3-leg parlay due to the risks of combined probabilities. And if you need help with a gambling problem, resources are in my channel's description. All right, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get all my picks hours ahead of time. For more, head over to Decent Eddie Picks on Instagram or find me on Facebook or X at Decent Eddie Picks, spelled P-I-X. You'll see a deeper dive into my data. You'll see my Decent Eddie grades for all the teams, screenshots of texts from friends mad at me because they didn't take my advice, and any last-minute thoughts that I might have. Let's see what happens. This is Decent Eddie signing off. Have an awesome day.